Capricorn. This is an electricity ship. This is power to the people. These are the stories of the Anima Mundi, God, Goddess, Creator, Source, Guides, finger pointing to the moon, angels, what have you, whatever you call it. We're all part of this divinity, and so your presence here is so important. Thank you for allowing me to be a medium, to read these cards, these images, the stories that come through. Because you are here, I can be here. Whatever resonates with your mind, body, soul, and spirit is the message for you. These readings are not timed. I'm going to get back to that in a second. There's some timing issues with this one in particular. So we'll get to that in a second. But all of your likes, shares, comments, subscribes, other ways to interact with the channel, social media, etc. in the description box. I so appreciate it. I put it on my altar for your best thriving energy, for everybody who interacts with the channel, past, present, and future. This is my gratitude practice from me to you, and I appreciate being here, and I appreciate you. Capricorn, I just did the Sagittarius reading. If you're on the cusp of Sagittarius or you're going through something really intense right now, I encourage you to watch that as well, because the devil came out twice. And I'm only using these 2 tarot decks plus a clarifier, and we got the devil on both of them. So that's you. And also, at the time that I'm recording this is on the 18th of December, which is right on the edge between Sagittarius and Capricorn season. So I'm feeling like there really may be something in the Sagittarian reading for you, especially if you're going through some kind of sticky stuff, particularly ahead of the solstice and the initiatory days of your sign, of us being in your sign. So this may be a timed reading for some of you. But it is intended to be timeless in general. So whenever the reading comes to you, that's the message for you. Anything that resonates with your heart, soul, body, mind, and spirit is the message for you. If it makes you feel empowered, toot your whistle, rings your bell, message for you. If it does not make you feel empowered, it's not for you. Leave it behind. It's either not for you or it's not for you at this time. Spirit will only bring you a message that you feel empowered to hear and heal, I wanted to say, and work with those energies in an empowered way, because you're a sovereign being, and you're part of this Anima Mundi, a part of this divine energy. So thank you so much for feeling your power and being here with me in that powerful energy. We're talking about relationships in particular. All of my readings are about love, but this is about interpersonal relationships. So we'll go into 4 different subjects: colleagues, network, acquaintances, your friends, family and children, including your inner child, and intimate and romantic partnerships. So we'll get a card from each of these oracle decks for each of those categories. Dreamscape Oracle by Matt Hughes, Urban Crow Oracle by MJ Cullinan. For the yin feminine side of the reading, the Edmund Dulac Tarot. For the yin or the yang masculine side, the Gustave Doré Tarot. And for clarifiers, Radiant Wilds Tarot by Nat Gersberger. So we did have a couple pop out during pre-shuffle meditation process. We'll look into those as the opportunity arises. But yes, for only using, so few tarot decks, to have the devil come out more than once is significant, especially if you're on the cusp. So this is for all Capricorn placements: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, North-South Node, Capricorn Curious, Capricorn Cusp, like I said. The messages will resonate with you as you dip deep into your heart. So, that said, I'm getting kind of excited because you know, your energy is already so present with my readings tonight. And I love Capricorns. I'm Capricorn moon, and I have wonderful, deep, long-term, solid friendships with Capricorns, and y'all mean a lot to me. So thank you for your energy. So I'm going to start to breathe a little bit more, getting kind of torqued up and kind of jazzed. Very excited to be here for this reading. But let's start blessing this space and this time that we have together by offering some gratitude. I'm wearing this like puff jacket, and I've got a lot of feathers popping out here, so I keep on seeing these things float past my eye, and I'm like, oh God. So there's a hole in here somewhere, but we'll work with it. So whatever comes to your heart, mind, body, soul, intuition first, we're going to breathe into it, bless this space. It could be a micro tenderness. It could be a macro tenderness. It could be the expanse of the Milky Way. It could be a bag of lemon ginger tea that I had earlier that helped my throat feel better, with lots of honey in it, because I've been sick for a few days, and healing and resting up, getting a lot of good nap time, wonderful dreams, body feeling, the process of healing, which is wonderful. So I'm going to give thanks for the wonderful sensation of feeling the body heal, and you can bring in here whatever you like. Let's take a deep breath together. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, it's an amazing thing that Capricorn energy came out so strongly with the Devil card. I mean, you're such a force. You're so powerful. You've got this cardinal energy. You can really like initiate things, have that verb to get things going. So let's see what happens. I would not be surprised if I saw an ace here. They've been kind of appearing as we've progressed. A lot of people have been getting a lot of end game energy, like the world, for example, a lot of tens. But let's see what's coming through specifically for you, Capricorn, because I feel a lot of special energy for you, especially, you know, if you're coming to this reading at this time going into your birthday season. So happy solar return if it is your birthday time. So for colleagues and network, coming out right away for Capricorn. For friends for Capricorn. Friend groups, thank you. Family, children, inner child. Family energy for Capricorn. Romantic partnerships, intimate relationships for Capricorn. Okay, thank you. Ooh. Colleagues and network, acquaintances for Capricorn. Friends. Family, children, inner child. And, oh jeez. This feels a little confusing. Romantic partnerships for Capricorn. Okay. Yin, feminine, receptive energy for Capricorn. Oh, Ace of Wands. Three of Pentacles. I love this. And Eight of Cups. Awesome. Death. Wow. So Scorpio energy here. I have something to say about this 3. It's kind of funny. For Capricorn, please, the Yan energy, the masculine principle, the active principle for Capricorn. The Magician. Five of Swords. And the 8 of Swords. 8, 8. And then bottom of the deck, the Fool. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Begin again, right? So this is interesting that there's kind of like this conflict energy in the active principle, and then this very cooperative, integrated energy in the same position on this side with the 3 of Pentacles. This is the funding, the planning, and the execution all coming together very neatly. And then, you know, the Magician is like making things happen, right? So, and it looks like there's this new idea that's really passionate. And it looks like this card is peeking out. So we've got a King of Cups, which is Scorpio energy again. There might be a significant Capricorn in your life, or Capricorn placement that makes a lot of sense. Magician is often an Aries energy. In shadow, it's like a salesperson. You might be trying to kind of sell an idea that maybe you don't think it's going to work, or you're going to get butted up with conflict about. But actually, I think your plans are going to be received very well, and people be inspired by it. They might want to change their entire trajectory to follow this plan that you have. Moving, you know, like, hey, yeah, I mean, emotionally, I see that you're very mature. You've got a plan to go forward with, you know, to find the next 2 cups. You're saying, hey, you know, this isn't enough. Let's like just go for it. Let's like do the thing. Let's make it happen. Let's follow the dream. We've got all the resources in our hands to make this happen. Don't fight with me about this. This is happening. This is real. Get free. You know, it's your mind that's trapping you. I feel leadership from you. I feel like fiery inspiration. I feel like you're willing to completely cut loose of everything that's gone before, except for your absolute sovereignty, acumen, and ability. And you're bringing people with you. You know, you're like, get free, get free. Come on, like, free your mind, and your ass will follow. That's a great Parliament Funkadelic record. Check it out. Okay, so for colleagues and network, sea turtle, right? You've had these people who've had to really struggle just to get started, you know, and you're like, no. We like, hear what I say, feel what I say, receive what I say. We do not have to struggle through this situation. We've got everything we need, and it doesn't matter what we lose in this situation. We can like move on and get everything we want. We've just got to get free. Like, don't fight me just to fight me. Like, don't call me a fool or an idiot or a, you know, fanciful thinker. I know what I'm doing. I'm the Magician. This is gonna work. Yeah. Play. That's great. You know, like all this struggle from getting from the nest and cracking open the egg and then like going to the sea to, there's like so much freedom in the sea once you get there. Like, it doesn't have to be such a struggle to get there. Like, there is just like this energy, and like no matter what you have to lose, like there's still so much to gain. The only thing you have to lose is these thought processes that don't work for you. And we've got the Six of Pentacles, so that's a very equal give and take. This is like a doubling of this three. There are all these resources, all these skills, and they come together to create this cycling of abundance where like nobody is taking or receiving anything that they don't need or that they don't have to give. This is great. And you know, you can really come into it with playful energy, because like despite any struggles you've been through, like now you can be free and have fun. Like you don't have to fight about nonsense and nothing anymore. We've got nature as well. When I saw this come up, the Jim James song True Nature came through. You know, like and that, now that I'm thinking about it, this song does talk about like, you know, all this stuff was going on in the past, but like now let's like get back to who we are, like these really powerful people with beautiful, brilliant ideas. You know, there's no need to haggle, and just do it, just go for it. Like, don't be afraid to die. All of this building nature, all of this wealth, and the sixes are definitely like heart space energy. So there's this wealth of the heart that comes through into the real world. So have fun. Have fun with it. So for friends, you know, and you may be meeting new people, or people, you know, getting to know people who you didn't know very well, and like deepening that relationship through play and just being like, hey, you know, let's not struggle anymore. For friends, the shadow, right? And commitment. So you're coming from this because you have people you've been close to, that you've worked with, not necessarily in a job or whatever, but maybe you have, you know, people you've worked with who you've become close friends with, who just like understand this generosity and this like wealth of talent and like resources, and you know, use that solid base and that commitment to one another and to your craft and what you're good at, to do shadow work, you know, and get through things that haven't served you. You've had these friendships where you've been in a safe space to work on this stuff and get back into your power and see like what you got, you know, like it's like cooperation versus just needless arguments and struggles and bickering about like, you know, what can and can't be done. You have this Fool energy and this Death energy, and you're like, you know, it can be done, and if not, fuck it, let's start over again. Like, we can always start over again. These eights are just like moving on, you know, like there's something bigger in here that you're committed to, that you know is going to work. You know, you've got the backup emotionally. You've got all these people around you who inspire you, who like bring you back to your true self, who, and all of you are so talented. Like, you don't have time to like haggle about what's going to work or what's not. Like, you just have to be who you are and express yourself. There's so much that already exists that just needs to come through. Like, it doesn't matter if it works or it fails. It tears it all down. Like, it's the work that is so invigorating and exciting, you know, just like brings you back to like who you are at the core. And the thing I wanted to say about the Three of Pentacles in the beginning is my best friend is a Capricorn, and and she is wonderful. She's wonderful at what she does professionally, which is hospitality. She's a great bartender and restaurant manager. She's worked in these boutique hotels. She's tremendous, and I'm doing a little bit of that work myself right now. And so people are out like celebrating the holidays, and it is just so invigorating to see people go out and play. You know, these strangers that are, you know, they've been working so hard all their lives to like provide for their family and like create this like wonderful year end. You know, it's just like slogging through the sand to get to the sea, to get to this space of play, which they're doing in this holiday scenario. And like my bestie and I, we've like built up, you know, from our nature of like being curious and interested in people, just like this wealth that we have to give and all of these skills that we have to, you know, like lead people into these play situations, you know. And it's like, what I was saying to her is, I was like, you know, all this like Christmas stuff, like people are like, you know, it's their day off. I'm working. But I love to work. You know, with this strong Capricorn placement, I love to work and I love to bring people into play and joy. It's like their relief from these struggles. They get to like finally like get out into the expanse of the sea and like enjoy and be free and playful and move on from any struggles and like get into that space where they're able to really enjoy the abundance that they've created on this earth. And, you know, to do that, like to commit to that kind of hospitality, you can't be bringing your shit. You know, you can't be bringing conflict and bickering. And, you know, if like people are coming to me as a service worker with, you know, complaints that are way out of my purview, you know, it's like I wouldn't be able to like listen to it and like let it go, and just be like, okay, well, you know, here I'm holding space for you, I'm present for you, if I didn't already deal with my own shit. And my friends, you know, like this best friend that I'm talking about has helped me to really, you know, reel in my shadow, lift the veil, allow me to like work through my cycles of the moon that we see here, and die when necessary, and just like go for it again, because like we're like we've got this earth placement and we're here to live on this earth, you know, and enjoy it and be in our true nature and like make great things happen. Because, you know, what if we're lucky, we get to be alive on this earth for 90 years and then we're dead and it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, we could talk about transcendent stuff, but we're not doing that when we're talking about an earth sign. Okay, like we might do that with a fire or water sign, and we would talk about transcendent energy. But when you're talking about an earth sign or earth energy, it's about like living on this earth and doing what we can with this time that we have and like enjoying it. And, you know, you have to like get through some of this energy. And like, I hope that you have a friend like that in your life too, who can lead you through these shadows and bring people into play, into their true nature, you know, into new inspirations, new goals, and just like, you know, like we can do this, we can kick ass, we've got what we need, like, you know, move on. Like there's more out for, and that's what these eights are. These eights are like, there's more. And like, who knows what it is? Is it death, and or is it like the newest thing? Am I being an idiot, or am I like crushing myself to death? Doesn't matter. Magician is renewing always, especially with this Ace of Wands, and I love seeing that ace right there. So for family, my babes, this is really fun. This is a fun reading, but definitely read the Sagittarius, because if you are going through shadow stuff, there is some cool insights on shadow energy into that Sagittarius reading. So it's all good in the hood, my loves. All good in the hood. So the gate, yes, new beginning. You know, whatever this death is, this Fool energy, it's opening up something new. So don't worry about it. Like the loss, you're still at your true nature. There's still like a lot of regenerative ideas. You might be deeply healing from stickiness within family, illusions, you know, like the illusion I think here is that, you know, like that one, that maybe that you will fail, which you might not. And two, if you fail, it's the end of the fucking world, which I don't think is true. Because you can always start, there's all this start again energy, and it could be, you know, starting from something you've built up or just starting from nothing. It's all possible. The gates are open. Very cool. love to hear more about this nature card, please. And this, like, this regenerative feeling that I have here. Eight of Cups, yeah. So we've got Eight of Cups twice. There's just more. There's more available. There's more. Don't be afraid to go for it. Okay, so for romantic relationships, we have the Silence and Communication. That's very interesting because I've seen the Silence come up in other readings, but it feels different here because it's with communication. So this is like things that don't need to be said with words. Like, right? Okay, so like, where are the Swords cards here? There's these two, right? It's like, get free from the words. The words have not been serviceable. They've been not productive, naysaying, not joyful and like free and like, you know, like moving past the shadow, but just like, just staying with it and bickering and, you know, like nobody wins. It's like, who cares if anybody, who gives a shit if anybody wins? Who cares if we live or die? Let's like, who cares if things stay the same? Let's just keep building, like keep having new ideas. There's more. There's more. Move on, you know? And what I'm seeing from this specifically is that there are things to communicate to your lover that are not in words. You need time to be quiet because there's all this like juicy energy, just like this new life stuff, this like surge of like pure self and pure, and when I say self, I mean like the self that is all, you know, the connection with the loss of ego, you know, like the transcended devil energy. You know, the devil is like often like this ego energy, but it's like, you know, where you break the shackles and get free. And like, there's just like so much power in here. There's so much like, let's move on, let's go for it, let's follow our dreams, let's do this. Like there's more love, there's more feeling, there's more passion. You know, all the resources will take care of themselves. Like we know how to do that. Like it's not a question. It's, you know, we can always start again. We can always find people to cooperate with us. We have these great social skills to meet new people and like do the thing. And like the people who love us have like stuck by us even through the darkness and the shadow and like our cycles and our moods and our weirdness, you know, and like this new stuff is opening up. We're dispelling the things that we learned to believe when we were more immature, building relationships. And now we can finally just be quiet and rest with one another, speak with our eyes, with our bodies, with our hearts. Like, you know, if the devil's coming in, that can be very, very sensual, sexual energy, very, very hot, very like, you know, very body, you know, enjoy your body while it's here. There's more spiritual, emotional horizons coming through. And, you know, the resources are absolutely sufficient to take chances. But you can move on. I want you to kind of wipe away your thoughts a little bit and the words and get into how it feels, like physically. Communicate without words. Communicate with your passion and your, you know, this very deep transformative water energy, this Death Scorpio card. Get past the illusion of the words. just dive in. I'm going to get one more card to bless this reading, but please hit the like button if you will. I appreciate that, but I want to talk about this silent communication, this joy. 8 of Wands. Yeah, so another 8, right? 8 of Cups, 8 of Swords, 8 of Cups, 8 of Wands. This is passion, like, go for it. I really think that you should be making love. Damn the torpedoes. Get into your animal nature. Go for it. Got all the support you need and the ability to rebuild wherever you need to. I don't think anything is going to be shattered to the point where you can't rebuild immediately. You've just got this great idea. This really passionate, comes from deep inside your true nature and your true connection to the universe. Gates are opening. Make love. Capricorn. So exciting. It was just a thrill ride from beginning to end, and I love being here with you today. So thank you for being here, for being present. Your presence is my present. Can't be here without you being here, so thank you so much. This is an electricity ship. This is power to the people, and I wish you peace.